The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
I say what's up?
Man, sit your ass down.
What's up, guys? We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host with the most, Don Wall. Now, normally I would be dropped this last week, but I had a bunch of responsibilities I had to do, and I wasn't able to get shit done. So I'm dropping it this week. You guys know I'll be busy. I had shit to do, so it is what it is. But I'm here with another new episode, and this is episode 101 of the StyleBeasting podcast, and we're gonna jump right into it. So summer is officially over. Boo! I know. Boo the fall, because it got cold. The day before it was officially fall, it got brick as fuck outside. I walked outside in shorts and it was mad cold. But with the summer vibes gone, it's getting ready to be lumberjack season, where everybody just eats pumpkin spice everything, plaid shirts, orange everything, sweaters, Uggs, leggings, wearing just leggings, and bundle up everywhere else. So it's about to be that it's pumpkin spice season, but I think I'll call it. So yeah, it's about to be a whole bunch of that. I think they already came out with a pumpkin spice with ice spice, and I think Dunkin' Donuts and Ben Affleck collab with ice spice to make this new ice spice drink. I think it's some pumpkin spice drink. I don't know, whatever, because I don't drink coffee like that. So yeah, that's coming out. I think it's already out as we speak. But yeah, leaves are changing colors. There's new feels in the air, new vibes in the air. Well, it's really just really cool vibes, since it's not hot vibes from the summer. So basically, if you were wearing it still gets hot certain days. It's not. I'm not gonna say you go outside and you have to bring a jacket every fucking in the middle of the day. It's brick is sort of low key brick in the morning, hot in this fucking afternoon, and cooler in the evening. So it's basically what I wanted summer to be. Cool in the morning, okay, a good 60.
Fucking dummy.
Middle of the day, good 85 to 90. And then 60 again at night. But for the whole summer, it was hot at night and hot in the morning too. So at least fall, it's a little intermediate. And since it just started, and we're probably not going to get the cool jacket shit, cool breeze jacket mode until second week of October, since this is the end of September. So it'll just be in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks we'll start bringing jackets out more often. Sorry, but yeah, I like the fall. It's the winter is going to be a bitch, because I stupidly hate the cold. Even though I love the snow, that cold breeze shit. Well, now that I can drive, I guess it doesn't matter. But still, that shit's still fucked up, because it's still cold outside, and now it's gonna get to the point where you have to warm your car up for 30 to 45 minutes before you go outside or leave that bitch.
Basura.
And with the cooling of the temperatures also comes stuff not festivals, but state fairs. Those pumpkin hay bale rides people be on, a lot of stuff. Even though summer is a lot more out because it's warmer, I would say fall is spring. It goes summer, spring, and fall, and then winter. Because in the fall it's going on in the cooler times, and it starts getting darker way later. I think the next time the time changes is gonna get dark around 5 o'clock, and it's gonna be sun out at like 6 or 7, early 7 in the morning, and it's gonna be bad because niggas hate going outside at 6 o'clock and it looks like it's 9, and that's probably my worst. That's the worst thing about the going from summer to fall. The time difference is horrible, like legit horrible, like it's bad as fuck. But at least with the cooling down of the seasons, it's more family oriented, or like I won't say family. I won't just say family, but the cooler the cooler the weather brings people close together, I guess, because not only for like the holiday seasons, but I don't know. It feels like fall into winter is like, I won't say lovers type of vibes, but it's like holding hands and going walking through like the fucking the discolored leaves. I don't know. It always feels like a Lifetime movie is about to happen when you see people out in the fall season just walking through the fucking leaves, or like walking through like fuck, what's that shit? I'm really bad words now. Fucking, I don't know, just fucking walking through a neighborhood, or just getting a good jog in, and just, I don't know, it just feels like a little bit more homey, I guess. Yeah, with the whole people, everybody wilding in the summer, I guess the cooling down means people gonna chill out, and the vibes gonna get a little bit more chill, literally. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, sure, if you just spend your whole 3 months of the summer wilding out, you probably want to take like the next 5 to 4 months chilling. Well, mainly, yeah, the next 4 months chilling, like the last quarter of this year chilling. So just people just take it easy, which we probably won't. People still probably gonna be wilding in the fall and winter, which is cool. I mean, it's gonna be cold as shit. You might as well warm up. Don't stay frozen solid like a fucking igloo. But with the with fall coming in, a bunch of TV shows are coming back. Is Sunny's coming back, or it's already came back? Archer's on his last season, sadly and regretfully so. And I don't know if I just like been watching like some old shows, and like for some reason like not catching up. And like I'm not talking about like old shows that like I haven't seen any of it in a while. I'm talking about like rewatching Martin, In the House, Parenthood, freaking like old ass shows that like I watched when I was like mad young, and I'm like rewatching them. Shit, I'm rewatching Charms, and I watched Charm like fucking 15 times over, like from beginning to end. Like, bruh, I love Charm. Like Charm, Angel, all those TNT, FX early shows that were out. Well, I don't think FX was out when Buffy the Vampire Slayer was out, but you know what I'm saying. Like all those, like, what's another one that my man from the nigga from Back to the Future, he was in a show about being a lawyer before, I think it's before he had that Parkinson's disease.
That's just prime.
Oh shit, I think the professor still alive. Shit, I think a lot of these niggas well, I won't say alive, I'm gonna say alive, because I'm looking at the cast now, and some of these niggas look super old. Damn. Michael J. Fox. What was Michael J. Fox in? TV shows. Spin City. Yeah, like that era of early 2000s era TV shows was hard as fuck. Like ridiculously hard. Shit, I didn't even know Michael J. Fox had his own TV show. The Michael J. Fox Show, which is funny. Jesus. This man had a bunch of movies. Well, shit. Well, I'm glad that, I'm glad I'm going back and rewatching them shits, because I want to say it was after that, I want to say I just saw the name. Spin City is when his Parkinson's got like really bad. But don't quote me on it. But that's the last thing that's the last show I remember seeing him in before there was like a news report came out saying that his Parkinson got really bad. And I saw that it was when ENT was still booming or like really still booming, and like he did a report, an interview, and like he was really like just moving. I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? But then I found he said that he has Parkinson's, and I know because I didn't know, but I know now. I knew of like why he was moving because my grandma has Parkinson in her arm, and like it was times where I hold her hand and she'll stop shaking, but like your whole body, like I know that shit must be like, well, I know he's still dealing with it, but at the height of when he was really dealing with it, I know that shit was hard as fuck for him, but I don't know why I just went on that whole Michael J. White monologue, but still, yeah, a whole bunch of shows I'm rewatching, a whole bunch of seasons of shows that's ending and like still going. Like I'm gonna be really sad when It's Sunny It's Sunny ends, but I don't know. Like I'm more sad of Archer because I think I want to say 2 to 3 cast members died in Archer. The mom, the butler, and there's one more person I want to say. But yeah, it's like really sad because I love Archer. Like I really love Archer. Like I love that show. That show is fucking hilarious. This new season is great, and that's what really makes me sad because like the way the first episode started, it was like you could see this was the final season because Lana's the head of the spy corporation. They're still fucking up even with Lana in charge because Lana sometimes, well, honestly, low key, Lana is a younger version of Mallory. So she's like a younger version of Mallory. Like she's already like wilding on people, hiding dead bodies that was already in the building that nobody found, and she's like not being able to control her coworkers because them niggas is like sociopaths, right? Either is some are psychopaths, some are sociopaths, and some are just crazy.
I hope ISIS kill just you, son.
Like flat out crazy. But yeah, like I don't know. It just like I don't know. Watching that first episode, just like it caught me hard because there's a new black British agent that they just brought on. I don't know why I just had to separate that because I had to like think of her race, think that I forgot that she was British, and I had to think she was a spy. I don't know why it was that. I don't know why. But when I was watching the show, I was like, yeah, I can see this is gonna be the final season because Lana could be still in charge. Archer, since he's old and he's been shot multiple times and beat up by robot cyborgs like multiple times too, this will be his time to retire too, just like Lana wanted to, because she doesn't want to do field support no more. Since she's the lead, like the boss, she doesn't want to be on the field, even though I think they're on episode 3 and she's still on the fucking field helping out her agents. And I think Archer is going to retire too because him and Lana still have their baby girl. That new girl who came in, she could be the new Archer because she's literally black female Archer. So like mad drinker, mad like aggressive as fuck. And I'm not saying that she's mad aggressive in a negative tone. I'm talking about as in like Archer goes in guns first and to ask questions later, and she's literally the exact same carbon copy, just a little bit smarter. But alongside good writing of TV shows, the writer's strike has officially ended as of yesterday. And round of applause for the writers and the actors supporting the writers in Hollywood. They was trying to get them out of here and trying to use like AI equipment to like pay them less or just like not pay them the right amount at all. Because I remember some people got paid like, I want to say like a low ball number, like $300 for a script, and I was like, huh?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
300, nigga? Isn't the movie probably to project to hit like over like 90 or 80 million or 100, like over 100 or over a million, like over 30, 40 million? You could pay me a good more than that. And some of them damn one of those big blockbuster like hits movies, you're not gonna just like pay me $300 to write like like a dictionary thick of fucking pages of dialogue and shit for this $300. Like, nigga, that's fucking insane. Like, bro, if I wrote the script for the Avengers, any Avengers, besides the fact, and you give me 300, and I see that this shit broke 100 million or like a billion, hell no, bro, that's crazy as fuck. There's no way you should be paying niggas pennies when you guys are getting like M's, like literal M's, like there's literally M's right there. And kudos to the people who supported him and went out there and protest with him, even though you didn't. Even some of them, even though I don't think all the actors went out there, I think some of them took a stand. And yeah, the actor for Hellboy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he told the dudes to fuck off, and like, yeah, he was like talking to one of a director. He was like, "You sit down on your butt and direct the scene and get paid buku's worth of money, but the person who actually wrote the whole entire story for us actors gets paid pennies. What the fuck is that?" And like, I mean, I said this once before, but I was like, oh shit. I mean, I never hear Ron Perlman say anything damn near really unless he was in the movie. So him just like coming out of nowhere and saying this, and like I didn't think he was gonna say nothing at all. Like, he was the last person, me personally, that I thought was gonna say something to this whole entire writer's block. But the people are meeting down, the writers' unions sitting down with the people, and they, I think, like I said, confirmed yesterday that, and by yesterday I want to say Sunday? No, it was Monday. Monday that they ended the strike, and everybody's going to get back to work and get paid what they're supposed to. So again, kudos to everybody involved, and I'm happy for you guys.
Yes, sir.
But off of the intro of the pod, let's get into the music. And there's a bunch of music stuff coming out. Well, stuff pertaining to music and music that came out too. So we're in for a boatload.
Just like music.
So first, I'm gonna get to the funny stuff first before I get to like the actual grit and music. So Young Jeezy filed for divorce from his Asian wife.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I don't know Jeezy's wife's name. But while I'm looking for it, there was a bunch of jokes about this shit too. Like, fuck, oh no, I can't believe I didn't write none of that shit down. What's her name? Oh, Jeannie Mai. Yeah, Jeannie Mai. It was like a whole bunch of Asian jokes. Like, it was mainly like shit. It was mainly like a lot of Asian jokes. It was hilarious as shit. And the reason why is because they only been married for 2 years. I don't know that she said this or this is a actual fact. So like I said, don't quote me on this one. People are saying that she just wanted a black baby to prance around with and just leave him, but that would hold no weight because he filed for divorce. So it's not like, well, that might be the case and he's filing for divorce because he saw that, but that theory of like she divorced him went out the window when we found out he divorced her. He is divorcing her. So yeah, it was a whole bunch of like race stuff. A whole lot of egg foo young po jokes, egg roll jokes. I know it sounds I know that sounds crazy that these Asian jokes are getting thrown out there, but they're getting thrown out there. And I didn't make them, but I was just reporting on it. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of jokes on Young Jeezy well, mainly on her part, but just since Young Jeezy was right there, he's gonna take the brunt of the jokes. So yeah, he was just really. It was a really bad day for Young Jeezy. Like, unless him himself didn't give a fuck about the jokes, he was just happy about leaving her. But it was just a wild day for that man. Like, it was horrible for that man. Because if you were a Young Jeezy fan, he was getting his ass towed up. Like, the jokes were so sick. I don't know why. I have. Matter of fact, let me look these Young Jeezy jokes up.
That's okay. Take your time.
Damn, I can't find it. I'm sick. I'm mad as fuck about that. Cause it was like a hell, I don't know, bro. Like I woke up, it was just like nothing but that shit on my timeline. Like it was a whole day event. And hopefully those two work it out. Even if they do get divorced, hopefully they find a way to end it on a mutual and mature level and not just be nasty to each other. Here's hoping. More in I guess Atlanta news since I'm still talking about artists from Atlanta. Young Thug's dad stood up for Gunna in a recent I think he was having a talk. I have no idea what was going on, but Young Thug's father was basically saying, I have nothing negative to say about Gunna, and whatever Gunna did has no precedence on the case of my son now. So that was a big, well, I won't say it was a big help for Gunna and his like people just like shitting on him, but me personally, like, I mean, I understand why the sister's mad because that's a brother, but if the father is like, yo, I have like if the father of the man who's in jail and the dude who supposedly snitched on him is out and he said I have no hard feelings for him or any animosity towards them all, you should be cool. Or he just saying that to be saying it. But I don't think Young Thug's father is one of those clout chasing dudes. And if he's old as shit, I highly doubt he even like is searching for clout. He's probably just trying to get his son out. And if I'm guessing that Young Thug's like late 30s, his father's probably like late 50s, early 60s. So I highly doubt he's looking for clout or any kind of promotion. So yeah, it's like Gunna might, I don't know, like I'm way past the whole snitching thing with Gunna and Young Thug thing until like the main people start talking, like the main niggas in it, like Thug or Gunna. So, but that was a good I won't say shout out, but that was a good little monologue that he had out for it. Like you said, I have nothing against him. He has no, whatever he did has no precedence or what I'm going through, what we're dealing with my son. So I like that. Also speaking about Gunna, he performed at the Barclays and it was a jam-packed thing. Now, with that, people are saying that Gunna is it canceled because how can you sell out a whole thing at Barclays if canceled? Now, there were people who would say there were mainly white people in that crowd, which I'm not going to not say there wasn't a lot of white people in that area for what I was looking at. But that's pretty much like most places when it comes to expensive like venues like that, because the Barclays is not like, well, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know what the ticket price was, so I don't know. But I can suspect those wasn't like $20 tickets. And there was a lot of white people there. I'm not gonna like lie and say, oh no, it was mainly black people. But I mean, if there wasn't any, cause I'm not saying there wasn't no black people there, because there was obviously black people there. So, but even still, to that degree, like, if he was that bad or nobody wanted to see him, I don't think that he would have sold out the Barclays and performed like 20 fucking songs. And he redid the Colors Top Off music video he did when he just did like straight acoustic. So he brought down the mic and was just rapping in front of the mic, hanging down from the ceiling. And like I said, it was pretty fucking awesome, because you got to see Gunna in like his peak performance, and like sparked another conversation. Was Baby getting carried by Gunna, since Baby's last project didn't get as many eyes on it as what people thought it was gonna be, because people thought he was gonna jump out the gate and just like shatter hip hop, which I don't know why people just set that like standard for most people. Like, oh man, like this nigga's about to do it. I mean, what if he did? What if said artist wasn't trying to like become the next Drake or DMX or Gucci Mane? Like, what if I just want to be me? And not everybody has a great album. Some people have albums that are mid, and it's okay. Like, you can always jump back from it. And Lil Baby's like 3 albums in, nigga, you could flip that out. You act like everybody was in love with every Drake album. Shit, most people hated Nothing Was the Same, and Views, shit, guess what? They switched their tones now. So, like I said, man, I think I won't say Baby was carried by Gunna, because that whole Lil Baby Gunna, when they both came out and was like rapping with each other a lot, I honestly didn't think Gunna and Lil Baby was gonna go this far. If you ask me when they dropped Sold Out Dates, I was like, this shit is not gonna go nowhere. I was wrong. I was super wrong, because them niggas kept on dropping music. Now, if you would ask me who makes better music, I do listen to Gunna more than Baby, but Baby songs go stupid hard when they go stupid hard. Like Grace with 42 Doug, nigga, that shit was stupid. Bro, that song alone, like, I'm not gonna say if that song made 42 Doug stupid popular, but damn it, bro, that shit was I can't even argue that when that song came out, I was like, oh, that's a bad song. Like, no, nigga, what? Bro, that shit came out like niggas started whistling. Now, I would say Doug sounded offbeat before the beat drop, so I would say that. But other than that, I still fuck with the song. The song's still good. And I like 42 Doug. Like, I think that was a good intro to him as like, oh, this is about to be my breakout song, which it fucking was. Even though he's locked up now, and I think he comes out probably in another year, it was still a good song. Like, it was a great, matter of fact, it's a great song. And other tracks 42 Doug been on is still good. He has a song, I think he did a collab album with ESTG, Rallo Rodriguez, and Lil Baby and ESTG. Like, there's a bunch of 42 Doug features and songs that like are really standout tracks. So I really fuck with that, and I really fuck with 42. In more music news, Drake pushed his album back from the 22nd to October 6th, I want to say. And I don't know, like I said, I think he's released a statement, saying that some shit came up and he wanted to push it back. He didn't want to rush it or some shit like that. And I was like, all right, cool. But Lil Tecca and Doja Cat album came out, and let me tell you this. I ain't get the Doja Cat's album because her cover art is 2 spiders, and I don't fuck with spiders. I got arachnophobia, so I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. But I did hear a little bop on it from this girl, and I was like, okay, hold on now. This is sound like the Doja I love on this song. And that was pretty much people's gripe that she did all this, like the whole like dressing up as demon, like belittling her fans, and like just doing like some weird stuff to some weird stuff that people don't approve of. And she's not going to sell like 100 million or I think she's going to sell like 55,000 or 50K, 50K, and that's like a low number. But at the end of the day, I don't think she was like trying to sell you a fucking $1 million out, a million copy selling album. I think she just wanted to get back to her roots and just like, excuse me, make good music. And for what people say, it's good music, and I don't think people who saying that it's bad, it's just they're not listening to it because they just don't like listen like Doja Cat. But I'm gonna get to it, and like I said, I probably might not look at the cover when I listen to the music. But if the music's good, the music's good. But Lil Tecca dropped an album, and I'm gonna give a round of applause to Lil Tecca. His album's 16 songs long. I started the album from track 1 and I stopped at track 10 because I was like, I was at work and I was listening to it, but I had to get some other shit done, so I had to take my headphones off. But from 1 to 10, it's straight heat. I had to go back to listen to the other songs, but those 1 through 10, bro, those shits are so, that first 1 through 10 is so hard. By the time I got to the 10th song and took my headphones off, I didn't know I was 10 songs deep. That's how fucking good it was. It like all the songs flow together. Like it wasn't like it was like a hard song and then transitions to a soft song out of nowhere without any like leeway. It's just like you know, if let's say you made a Waka Flocka had a like a hard song, and then the next song's an R&B song like out of nowhere, and it didn't transition right. Like all the songs he had transition right, and it sounded good. And you could tell he gotten older because you could hear it in his voice, and you could hear it in like how he just delivered on his album, that he didn't want to just rush it out. And it seems like he gotten older. Well, he obviously did because he's like 19 now, and he came out when he was like 16. So it was a little break between his last album and this album because I either think he wanted to focus on school or some other stuff that wasn't music. And like I said, I commend him for that. Like, you're still super young. Like, if you don't have to be a rapper, if you want to like make a couple hits and then lead the game, that's fine. That's like totally up to you. Like, if that's not what you want to do with your whole life, that's fine, bro. Like, you're still young. Find what you want to do. But these songs are hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit's hard. And I was like, okay, Lil Tecca back. Now, there was supposed to be a Lil Uzi song on here, but I think it got scrapped and didn't make the cut. But also in music, Babytron and the Shitty Boys dropped the album, Trifecta, the final. And out of 20 songs, I fucked with 8. I might have to go back over and listen to 12. I didn't. But 8 of those songs was like fucking hard. Now, I will say they strayed away from doing like there's like weird sampling. Like they sample like old songs and like mix them in with their with the Detroit flow, but they didn't do it on this one as often. I think there's only one song they did it like. Excuse me. The only song they did it on was fucking. What was it? It was a song with Pac-Man. Was it called Shitty Pac? I think it might have been called Shitty Pac. Is it Shitty Pac? Yeah, Shitty Pac would be BFB the Pac-Man. And that song was hard. And then I feel like that song was catering to their roots. But I understand you don't want to be into that sample Detroit flow all the time. You just want to stick to your Detroit flow and not sample a whole bunch of shit in your early come up because you don't want niggas to flag you and you get fucked in the back end instead of front end. Pause. But I do fuck with that Detroit flow and the Shitty Boys, and them shits is mad hard. So I'm always I'm always for a good Detroit flow song. So hey, I'm in for it. Also, my nigga Rob Banks dropped a snippet to us song that he's collaborating with Evil Empire. That shit was hard too. Like everybody I fuck with is dropping hard shit coming out, and I'm like really happy. And it's been a good thing for music. The only thing that isn't good for music is Pat Poos might lose his girl Remy Ma to Easy the Captain, a battle rapper, which
God damn.
those rumors were out and about like, oh shit, Remy Ma cheated on Papoose, but niggas didn't believe that. Like, Papoose held Remy Ma down for like 7 years. She got out of jail and everything's been kosher. They have a family, like a little girl together. But like in a recent battle rap competition between Geechee Gotti and Easy the Block Captain, Geechee kind of set some bars for Remy and not being faithful to Papoose, and Easy not being like a real nigga for doing it. And it was like, it's not looking good. And you saw Papoose out at Busta Rhyme event that he was hosting, and he didn't look like he was going through it. It looked like that nigga was like there, but mine wasn't there, and I was like, fuck, not Papoose. I never want to see Papoose look like that ever again. And I was like, damn, not Papoose, not him. But last in music, before I move on to the next topic at hand, Trap Lore, the guy who put out that King Von documentary, is putting out a NBA YoungBoy doc, and I think it's like 6 hours long, and I believe the King Von one was like 2 hours long, and he's getting flack for it. Now, people gave him flack for the Von one, but people also were on the side of Trap Lore because Von did do some crazy shit when he was alive and harmed a bunch of people and families because he harmed people in the families. So yeah, it was a mixed review of people like, why the fuck are you doing this? And some people saying, hey, you shouldn't do this at all, or you should do it. But people are really on his head about this 6 hour NBA YoungBoy doc, and even the fans have threatened him too. So, and I don't think NBA YoungBoy himself has said anything, but I don't know. I was never a fan of Trap Lore putting this shit out. Now I understand him giving like, oh, I'm giving out information for the viewers that aren't privy to the full information or even care about the full information. But even to that degree, even if you are doing it, if you look at his material, he wasn't covering deaths in hip hop until like a couple of months, like 2 years ago. And because if you look at his views, the other stuff he was doing music videos that wasn't about hip hop didn't get as much traction as it did when it was about hip hop. Now, I'm not saying that he's doing this to gain money off black people and not care. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, well, you could take, well, the way I'm portraying it, you could take it as me blaming him, but I'm not blaming it at all. I'm just saying,
Boo this man!
yes, you're giving out, yes, you're telling the truth, and you're showing light to certain people that are in a good headlight, but they do bad and dumb shit. So I understand you trying to hold everybody accountable, but at the same time, I feel like he doesn't care. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying it gives off the vibe of like he doesn't give a fuck. And if it's not him giving a fuck, it just comes off as weird because like the only person NBA YoungBoy is beef with recently has been Dirk. Everybody else has been like quiet. Now, if you want to talk about the other people he beefed with throughout his career prior to Dirk and Dirk included, then yeah, I can see like, okay, there has been a lot of he has been wilding out. But like the recent couple like month or two, like years since he got out and been in Utah, I really haven't heard him do anything wild except like talk shit to Dirk. But other than that, that's it. So I don't know. I feel like that doc will only be like necessary if NBA YoungBoy was still wilding and still doing the crazy shit. But He hasn't done anything crazy yet since that video of him running for police officer and they find all those weapons on him. So, hey, all I'm saying is we'll see when he dropped this 6-hour doc. I don't know. But that's on some like HBO Max type of shit. And who knows, he might actually get an HBO deal from this bullshit. So, who knows. But off of music, we're gonna get into the video games because a bunch of video game news came out and it's a plentiful. So a whole bunch of games news came out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6.
That's okay, take your time.
Oh, Spider-Man 2. And I think Wulong Dynasty got a DLC update. And I think Fate Stay Night has a video game. So I'm gonna start with the Fate Stay Night game. It's based off in the Edo period after Miyamoto Musashi's time period, wherever he was in, and it's basically you play as the main character, which is a samurai, and you're, as always, the main character has saber, which it's not the saber that we're all used to. It's like some random like girl with black hair, and I think, well, I don't think because I've seen some gameplay, Lancer is in it, but I don't. But you see Lancer in the opening, but the Lancer is the evil saber from Fate Stay Night, the same timeline as the Unlimited Blade Works. So I don't know where we're gonna see him, and I don't know what's going on because he's supposed to be a Lancer. Yeah, he's supposed to be. What is he supposed to be, Lancer? Yeah, he's supposed to be Lancer because he has a fucking lance. Yeah, so yeah. But this Lancer in this game has 2 lances, and that's fire as fuck. Because I don't know what anime it was. It was like some Dynasty Warriors anime where the main character had 2 spears, and he used them in combat, and that shit's hard as fuck. But I only saw like a good hour of it. It's Fate Stay Night. It's Fate Stay Night story, but the gameplay is, I want to say, I don't even know who made the game. Damn, I'm trying to describe how the game is. It's basically it's not Dynasty. Well, mm-hmm. Yeah, you could kind of say Dynasty Warriors s, but it's actually a story. Well, Dynasty Warriors have a story too, but like, I mean, it's a fucking Fate Stay Night Dynasty Warrior game. Yeah, that works. That's the better way to put it. But there's a little bit more stuff in it. Like you could do spells. You can do stance switches, and you can fight using your, I don't even know what they call them. They're fucking, damn. That's how few and far in between I know of what Fate Stay Night lore, because I don't even know what the niggas that are called. I don't know what the race of people sabers called, but you can summon your confidant. Yeah, we'll call it a confidant on a fucking stand and use it and fight. And it's pretty decent. I've seen some boss battles. It's all right. There's some meat and potatoes there. It's not just a hack and slash move Japanese game. It's some stuff in it. It's not just your run the mill. It's some meat and potatoes in it. So I might check it out because I still have to get Armored Core 6 because it's Gundam. Well, it's a mech with hella fucking firepower and cool drifting. Yeah, and I'm a big fan of like mechs, so I'm definitely going to get that. But I think I might have to get the PS5 because Spider-Man 2 comes out next month. Tekken comes out next year, and Final Fantasy comes out in that year too. And I forgot what else comes out in that February too. But I still have to get Final Fantasy 16 too, so it's like I might as well get the PS5 first and then get all the games I want then, because pretty much every game I want is gonna be on the PS5 anyway, any fucking way, so it doesn't matter. But speaking of the PS5 games, Spider-Man 2, that game is looking good and better than ever before. Like, I ain't played the Miles Morales one. I played the Spider-Man one. Like, I even got the whole DLC and everything. That game is really fucking good. And for what they shown, and for like the little boss battle they show you fight the lizard, which the lizard is huge. The lizard is not. I won't say it's not like the normal lizard where it's like 2 feet and it's like a human size kind of body built. It's like a big ass alligator. And that shit's huge. And it got spikes on it. So they definitely monsterized this. They went the Amazing Spider-Man route, but they made him more colossal than normal. And we see Craven versus the black suit Spider-Man, and Craven's using the sound to hurt the fucking symbiote suit. So I don't know if that'll be the turning point of us losing the Venom symbiote, because I think you could play as Venom and you get to fight Venom. So obviously the suit comes off you and goes to somebody. You don't know if it's Craven or, well, it's obviously fucking what's his homeboy's name? Harry. It gets on Harry because we see it at the end of the first Spider-Man game that Harry has the black symbiote suit on him. So it's gonna be a really good game, and I really need to play it, and I might have to like skip out on fucking spoilers because for some weird reason, man, it's every fucking time, all the time. When a new game comes out, like I didn't see anything about Final Fantasy. I may have looked at a boss battle too, but I didn't look at shit. Armor Core, I really didn't look at it. I really didn't look into the story. I just looked at the mech fights, and the mech fights were cool. Like, I'll look at gameplay, but I won't look at story gameplay, if that makes sense. And Final Fantasy 16, I still ain't looked at nothing about Final Fantasy 16. Like, I ain't look at no battles, no nothing. And because the game looks so good, I want to actually sit down and play it. Like, I actually really want to sit down and play it. And I have heard some people say the game is kind of like, it's good. It's a decent, good PS5 game. And like, I'm not saying that people's opinions is wrong. I'm just saying it might hit different for me. It hit different. Yeah, I'm not saying that no more. No, but alongside the Spider-Man 2 extra stuff that we saw, we also saw Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer and some gameplay. Boy, let me tell you something. If I don't get the PS5 now, I'm definitely getting it to start of next year. Like, hear me now, hear me good. That game, that PS5, when I'm not even playing with you, I have to get Tekken 8, and I have to get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth alongside Final Fantasy 16. Like, it's Spider-Man 2. Like, it's mandatory that I get those games. Those games are so fucking hard. Like, you don't understand. When I saw Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth gameplay, I was like, bro, they just made this the battle mechanics 10 times better. Like, you could do tag team combos now, and it don't take your ATB gauge. You can what was I say? You can build. You can hold on. Let me get it right. Let me get it right, because this game is so fucking hard. It makes no fucking sense. So they showed you can ride on chocobos. So that means you can, just like in the old ones, you can not farm, but fuck. You can make chocobos and get a chocobo. You can fly on a chocobo. Red 13 is on a chocobo, which is weird because he's a dog. We see Kate Sith combos. We see Red 13 combos, and the Red 13 is boy. Oh my god, bro! Red 13's combos were cool, but everybody gets tag team combos together, like Aerith and Cloud. I think Eric like gives puts magic on Cloud's sword, and he does like this crazy drive combo. And if Red 13 Cloud tag team, Cloud like blitzes you with a fire sword. Like it's some really cool shit that's going on. And I'm like, bro, you can, oh man. And the Sephiroth stuff, boy, let me tell you something. Sephiroth and Cloud combos, that nigga put dark on his sword, and boy, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This game is gonna it is too this long. Oh my god, nigga, I'm about to lose it. Like I could talk about Final Fantasy VII for just one podcast on how good that game is, and like the theories on people were having that this is gonna be a multi timeline event is coming to fruition because we see Zack carrying Cloud in one timeline, and in the other timeline it's Cloud and his friends while Zack is dead in Cloud's timeline. And I think if because I ain't played Final Fantasy VII, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I already watched people play it, and when we get to the third game, I think that's the third. I think the third game is going where all the super bosses are, like all of it. And I think that's when you have to fight like the 4 knights and shit. You get that summon. So whenever they released the trailer to the last Final Fantasy VII remake trilogy, boy, let me tell you something right now. That thing is gonna break so much internet. It's not even gonna be it's not even gonna make any sense. Like that final fight with Sephiroth, they have to show that. They have to at least show the meteor coming. Not him doing the move, but they have to show it. I don't care, bro. I don't care. They have to. But oh no, I'm almost forgetting. I almost forgot about fucking Tekken and Street Fighter. I was about to go to the manga. But yeah, Tekken, they showed Fang. And I keep on forgetting that unlike other fighting games, well, I won't say unlike, Tekken doesn't have straight English or straight Japanese. It's all the representative of what country they come from. Because Fang, I forgot Fang is Chinese, so he's gonna speak Chinese. Like Kaji's Japanese, Jin's Japanese. Like they just speak in their native tongue. Like Hong Wong is Korean. I think I might be wrong. I might be super wrong on that one. But yeah, they speak in their native tongues, native languages, and I respect that. I do, because at the same, because they never switched it up anytime. Because I don't remember hearing an English Kazi or English Jin unless it was Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And if it wasn't, yeah, that's the only time. And in the movies, but like other than that, nothing. But yeah, Fang is his, I'll say he's his normal self, really. I feel like they really didn't do much. Well, I won't say do much. I'll take it back because he has guard crushes. And you could guard crush somebody. Guard crushes are, they've been in the game, but they're really, you could really see it in this game. So Fang can guard crush you just like he could in the other ones, but this one is like really good because like when he guard crushes you, he guard crushes you. His super is like something I didn't think they were gonna do. Like he can like he does a flurry of punches on you and then like sends like a super. He basically does like the super dragon fist that Goku did in that movie when he had to fight that giant bug. Or Actually, anytime he had to use the Super Dragon Fist, like it's just that, but there's no dragon coming out of it. And with them showing Fang, they also announced that there's going to be a beta coming out, which is just to be expected. And I think it might be like the last beta because it comes out in January. January, yeah, and that's 4 months away. So I'll probably it's gonna be one more beta. Be like, hey, here's it, here's what it isn't, and probably at the end of January, no, end of November, or the middle of November, that's when we're gonna have to wait until January. But alongside another fighting game that they just added a character to, Aki just got added to Street Fighter 6, and boy, she's gonna be an annoying character like Fang is, but she's gonna be a better character than Fang is. Like I seen combos what people were doing with her, and I was astonished. I was truly like astonished. She's not a boring character. She's really like sneaky, and that poison shit is really aggravating. So that's she's gonna she's a character where you're gonna have to think on your toes, because if she poisons you and she gets a good combo off, that's at least 80, I say 70% with this level with her super. So yeah, like her level 3 with poison, and because like I see niggas to stack the poison, and this is bad. Like if you don't take care of Aki soon, she's gonna be a problem. I forgot where her weaknesses is, but I can see her being a reset monster, because she'll just throw the poison at you. And like I seen a nigga throw one fireball in a training simulation. She jump over it with one of her special moves and just get off like a good 80, like 70% off off you throwing a random ass fireball. And like, bro, you know how fucking crazy that is? Even if she just gets 60% off one mistake you made, she got 60, and that's if she gets the full combo off. But like, damn, my nigga, and it was way more than 60. It was like at least 70, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage for one fuck up.
Open your mind!
And they make Fang look cool, and I think he only looks cool because it's her seeing him in her eyes. And apparently Fang was that nigga, and he gave him a better outfit too, which is damn near about time. Cause his outfit in Street still has the long arms, but it's not like a lame ass outfit. It makes him like, it made it look like he was working out. He was like, the shirt was tight on. Like, oh shit, you see the muscles. You see that ain't no damn just a regular ass clumsy poison nigga. There's muscles on these poisons. Muscles on the poison, yeah. But yeah, that was pretty fucking wild, seeing that Fang was actually cool in her eyes, and she wanted to be just like him. So that's why she became a poison master. And I think you see her first fight in the story mode, and it was against Chun-Li, which makes the most sense.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Because who the fuck else is, if you're a woman and you're doing like crimes, you're always gonna run into two women, Cammy or Chun-Li.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
And I don't. Well, she probably ran to Chun-Li because in the story mode, I think she only had 4 fights. So it's Juri, Chun-Li, and I'm just guessing, but I know one was Chun-Li, the other one was Juri, Cammy, and maybe I don't know. Maybe Manon, maybe. But yeah, it was probably, I don't know who the 4th lady could be. But yes, like I said, Aki looks great. I can't wait to see fucking Ed. They do want to change his hairstyle, because I saw his hairstyle story mode. It looked fucking horrible. Like boo boo butt cheeks horrible. Like, nigga, no. Fuck out of here. Start over. hit the drawing board, do something, because that shit is not working, my nigga, at all. But that is the last for video games. Now let's get into the manga portion and the real reason why I have the cover the way I do. So the reason why I originally have the cover of the cover of the podcast this week as a hockey guy and the nigga that is bundled up is because a bunch of the mangas I'm read for the past week and a half have been like winter based or something to do with the cold. So I'm gonna start off with Dogs Red, which it's the same author from Go to Kamui is doing a ice hockey manga, and it's only six chapters because they're on a break this week, but it's super fucking great, man. Like, if you ever watched or read Go to Kamui, it's literally Go to Kamui on ice, and bro, this shit, I fucking binge read 6 chapters in one day. This manga is really fucking good, and it's a weekly manga too, thank God. And I was reading it, I'm like, okay, this shit's hard. Now, the main character is not a Sugimoto character, but he's just as determined as Sugimoto, and he's way weirder too, because it's not like how Sugimoto was just a hardened veteran in the war and he just wanted to fight niggas. This guy's like a damn. I like a figure skater. I don't know why I just blanked out right there. A figure skater. But because of his mom's passing and like other problems with him that we're probably gonna find out later in the story, he won the competition, but he just blanked out and just destroyed the whole award ceremony, and they kicked him out because of it. So he just got out of figure skating and just wanted to like ice skate on. Well, not ice skate. He wanted to pay back a kid in his neighborhood that he had to move to because he fucked up his goal. He had like his goal because this ice hockey goal. Damn. And by proxy of that, he met these kids that go to the school and they play ice hockey. Now, to get the goal to get the goal and give to the kid that he fucked up, his goal that he fucked up, he has to play a game of ice hockey with him and just to be a stand-in. Now, mind you, it comes to find out that the nigga he's playing against is the kids that he's playing against is one of them is the kid of the goal he was about to give to the kid that he fucked up the goal for. And he's like, man, what the fuck are you doing here? You're just nothing but a figure skater. Like, get the fuck out of here. And like, they have beef, but like, bro, I'm trying to do something for you because I fucked up your goal. So I'm trying to give it back to you. But you can't say it to a nigga who's talking shit to you. You can't just like try to calm a nigga down. But now, fuck this nigga. Like, he's my rival. And like, they're getting their ass whooped. Like, it's like 22-0. And they made him a bet. If we get one goal in, we them niggas. Well, I won't say we them niggas, but we ain't trash. Now, I had to look up the main character's name because I super forgot. He was given like some old hand-me-down ice like hockey gear, and it was like failing on him. Like, it was so bad, like the stick broke, the shirt broke, the shoes were ripping apart. This nigga was fighting for his life to get that puck. Passed it to his mans, made a goal. Bro, them niggas cried like fuck they won a championship because they were trash. Like, their whole team left that school and went to a different school so they could ball harder than them niggas. Now, the main character is like happy now because he's like, man, it felt good to play on the team and like do something as a team. And now, I don't know. Actually, this might be on some haiku type shit. Like, oh man, like I might be. Well, yeah, because Hinata wasn't bad at volleyball. He just didn't need to learn how to play volleyball correctly. Just like the main character of Dawes Red, they told him how to play, but he needs to like induct his figure skating into his hockey, because when he was doing his like spins, like those jump spins they do in the air, like they spin like 8 times. Them niggas like, what the fuck? How can I defend against that? So it was like one of the coaches that was just sitting there was like, huh, this kid's special. He's doing figure skating in hockey and it's working. And I'm like, oh shit, this nigga's about to shit on everybody. Now it's not gonna work probably the whole entire series. He probably has to learn how to actually play hockey. But if he does it the correct way, this might be some hard shit that he do. And it's called Dawes Red, and it's really good. You should check it out. By the time this comes out, chapter 7 be out, and it's like 30 pages a chapter, and that's a 210 pages. You could definitely read or check out a 210-page manga. Amen. And the second icy manga I have is Icehead Guild, and basically it's Vinland Saga with anime magic. Well, it's not. Well, it's Vinland Saga because it's a bunch of Vikings, but it's powers in it too. Powers in it. It's not like Vinland Saga where it's like it's all hand in hand and it's no magic. It's straight real life shit. Even though some of that stuff isn't, you can't punch a horse and knock it out. I don't think anybody can do that. But in Icehead Guild, it's basically the main character is Gil, and he's trying to get find his father, who is captured by these liches, which are those Viking evil spirits, and he's on a mission to find his father and get his honor back using axe techniques. And he's like a 10-year, 11-year-old kid, and initially I was like, he's 10 years old, so he's not cradle size, he's not muscular, he's just a kid with an axe to grind. No pun intended. But like his fighting style is just like, if you guys ever seen like Devil May Cry or played Devil May Cry, like or how Virgil does like his absolute cut when he just runs across the stage, like he does shit like that. Like he'll just do like crazy spin techniques with an axe, like 2-spin weasel hunting, and he just spins the axe like twice and does like these crazy moves. And it's pretty fucking awesome. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Because I'd never seen like an axe being used in this way. And by what I mean is like mainly when it comes to anime and stuff, it's either a sword, gun, fist, spear, or something else. I've never seen somebody get an axe and start doing like some cool combos with it. So I was like, okay, this is another one that might be good. Now I hopefully it doesn't get axed. Really, that was not a pun. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. Hopefully Shonen Jump don't axe this project because it's really good. Now it is a little cheesy at times, but I mean, hey man, you gotta give it time, man. Give it time to breathe. And yeah, some good shit will happen from it. I think it's on chapter 14. I think that chapter came out yesterday, so I'm gonna have to check it out. But 13 chapters in, I'm sold. I'm sold in this, and I'm happy I'm sold because it's really fucking cool.
Yes, sir.
Now, also in manga, I'm not gonna talk about JJK or My Hero. I'm gonna say that for next week because these past 2 chapters have been some wild raw shit. So I'm gonna say that for next week. The chapter I'm gonna talk about today is Exorcist. It's 20 chapters so far. It's about a high school kid who finds this cursed spirit named Nue and gets her power, but is being hunted by other spirit detectives. If you want to be funny about it or straight up about it. And it's pretty cool. The main character is like some bitch of a kid, gets some powers of this from this hot spirit, and starts fighting to defend himself and makes friends that he didn't have in before. So it's basically one of those. I was a loser at first, got these powers, gained some confidence, and start making friends and start getting a whole bunch of girls on my side. It's pretty decent. It's like I said, it's only 20 chapters. I think, like I said, this new chapter came out yesterday, I want to believe. So it's pretty decent. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to get anime. I don't know if it's going to go that far, but it's a good read. I like it. What else has happened? Oh, a new series called Kagura Bachi, and it was getting a whole lot of like memes on Twitter because it was basically like this moody main character who wanted revenge for his father and used a sword. Now, mind you, when I was reading it, it gave me Sasuke vibes with Demon Slayer. Oh, and by that means, if you read it, I'm only saying Demon Slayer because of the main character can summon koi fish out of his blade with water, and it's like remnants of Tanjiro's water style when he summons his the water dragon. Even though he doesn't summon fish, it's that water stance plays a part of it. And it was pretty. 3 chapters in, it's decent. It's really cool. It became a big ass meme. So I don't know if people hating it was joking on it to make it popular, which they fucking did. And yeah, I'm sold. It's only, like I said, 3 chapters, and I'm sold. And I'm in for the long run. But there's a bunch of other mangas I'm checking out. I have to read. Like, I'm catching up to Dan Da Da Dan, and I have to, like I said, I have to read Part 8, and I have to read Go to Kamui. And with the sad news of Zon 100 not airing episode 10 because of like studio issues, like the episode is canceled indefinitely, like it's never coming out, I'm gonna have to read Zon 100. So that's a bunch of mangas I might check out. And I might as well segue this into the anime portion, and I'm not going to do a whole bunch of animes because I have to catch up on a bunch of animes that I'm missing. Like, I had to watch the entire season of Bleach. Ragnar Chrisman just is about to drop this weekend. Shangri-La Frontier drops this weekend. Undead Unluck drops next week. So there's like a bunch of, and I think I got to catch up on like Go to Kamui the anime, and I think in One Piece too, I had to finish catching up on that too because I'm behind on some of them fights. So I have a bunch of shit to catch up on and read and watch this week. They give you guys your daily updates. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate you guys listening. Sorry I couldn't drop this episode last week. I had some family issues and a family loss that happened, and I couldn't really work on it because I was with family and dealing with it. But I want to send my condolences. I'm not going to say the person's name because I want to keep the person's business in what's that word? In consideration. So you know who you are. Love you, cuz we always got your back. If you need it, just call us. Don't do it by yourself, man. We love you. But like I said, keep your family close, man, and just have hope, man. Have hope. I know I come over here and sound like I don't have hope in my voice a lot, but at least I can always tell you guys like to have hope and keep your heads high, your spirits up. But thank you guys for listening, man. I appreciate it. Let's see you guys next week. Peace.
Man, I'm outside 2 times, start a fucking fight for nothing. Man, I'm outside in the street, nigga, what's up? Nigga, you bluffing. I'm tryna knock this nigga head off, give his ass concussion. Nigga ain't